Concrete Controlled Cracking Proprietary Limited's Managing Director, Alan Cockerell, has developed and patented the new Get Cracking system of concrete crack control that improves saw cut joint performances and eliminates the need for steel reinforcing for on-ground concrete slab construction. On-ground concrete slab construction has used steel mesh reinforcement for decades in an effort to restrict the opening of concrete cracks, not to prevent cracking or increase the load-carrying capacity of the slab. As an engineer, Alan saw this was a waste of expensive steel and decided to find a better way. All concrete shrinks, creating cracks in the concrete. Up until now, using steel reinforcement and saw cuts has been the industry standard for concrete crack control. The steel reinforcement restricts the opening of cracked saw cuts, often creating unplanned cracks between saw cuts. But now, Alan has developed a far better, more reliable and environmentally friendly way of controlling concrete cracking of on-ground slabs. With the Get Cracking system, a grid of inverted plastic T-sections and steel dowels are secured in position on the ground prior to concrete placement. After concrete placement, a saw cut is placed above each T-section. The Get Cracking machine is then used to mechanically induce a crack from the top of each T-section to the bottom of the saw cut above. The system is simple and begins with the laying of the T-section framework on the prepared subgrade. Steel dowels are then placed along the line of each T-section to ensure load transfer after the saw cut is cracked. Like the conventional process, once the concrete is placed and vibrated to eliminate unwanted air, a screed is used to level the concrete. After the initial set, a steel trowel is used to compact and smooth the surface of the slab. Saw cuts are then placed along the line of each T-section, but that is where the similarities end. Approximately 48 hours after concrete placement, the real magic begins when the specially developed state-of-the-art Get Cracking machine is brought in to mechanically induce a continuous crack between each T-section and the saw cut above. A laser line is set parallel to a saw cut, and the machine's computer is programmed to the particular specifications of the job via the inbuilt touchscreen. These specifications include the magnitude of the load required and the distance the machine must travel between application of each impact load. The machine is then driven onto the laser line via remote control, with final positioning determined by the laser receivers mounted at the front and rear of the machine. Once the green lights are on, the machine automatically steers precisely along the laser line, applying the impact load at the input intervals specified to create a continuous crack along each saw cut. With a grid of continuous hairline cracks placed approximately 48 hours after concrete placement along each saw cut, each crack opens evenly. The width of cracks can be controlled by the shrinkage characteristics of the concrete and the distance between saw cuts. With all saw cuts cracked so early, unplanned cracks between saw cuts are extremely unlikely. The Get Cracking system not only eliminates steel reinforcement, the even opening of saw cuts also allows the effective use of semi-rigid saw cut joint fillers to protect the saw cuts from damage that can be caused by forklifts with hard wheels, which are increasingly being used. The Get Cracking system is also more environmentally sustainable, with the manufacture of plastic T-sections creating significantly less carbon emissions than the steel reinforcement that's eliminated. So get on board now and get cracking. It's the future of on-ground concrete slab construction, with applications ranging from building slabs to road and airport runway concrete pavement construction. For more information, visit www.getcracking.com.au.